What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Bill Burr is big mad. Why? Well, mostly because nobody's talking about him anymore, and his about face back to his leftoid roots has become a disfavorable narrative about him. I mean, look, Bill Burr gets things right every once in a while, and for a long time, when he was calling out kind of woke nonsense, he was a hero, not just to the right, but to normal, everyday people. Well, about last year, I think when he wanted to start getting into more Disney stuff, once he got a taste of that Disney money starring in The Mandalorian, it seemed like he changed, and he changed very, very obviously, bigly, and kind of abruptly. And people started calling him out and saying, bro, what's up with getting woke? Well, now he's wants to be back in the headlines, so I'm going to give him his opportunity. He's now calling anybody who calls him woke cowards and racist. Well, next time you want to watch a Bill Burr special, perhaps this video sponsor, Private Internet Access, could help you out. Check this out quick before we get into the story.
If you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for, and ensure that your internet is never censored.
Bill Burr says CNN and Fox News are an effing disease. Okay, but then he fires back at horrible conservatives, bashing him as woke, calling him racist and cowards. Is this 2015 again? Are we doing this again? Are we calling everybody who disagrees with us racist? I mean, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing again, Bill Burr? I mean, if you're gonna go back to being a lib, at least don't revert to root programming and do like this nonsense, absurd, basic level, everyone who disagrees with me is evil. Bill Burr gave a no-holds-barred interview to Vulture. Lots of people read that. Never even heard of it. Calling CNN and Fox News an effing disease, and railed against conservatives like Ben Shapiro for trying to brand him as some woke comedian. Oh, well, he definitely went woke. Burr and Shapiro got into a very public spat earlier this year when Shapiro blasted Burr for going woke after the comedian took aim at selfish and greedy CEOs in the wake of what happened to United Healthcare chief executive Brian Thompson. Yeah, I mean, wasn't he saying free Luigi? Was that the joke? What? So you think him taking the life of a CEO, somebody who probably doesn't really have any control whatsoever over the day-to-days. This guy was like a regional level guy. Remember when you made that joke not once, but twice? Remember when you said free Luigi because your fancy sneakers were too expensive? I remember that. I mean, the idea when you went and got down on your knees on Jimmy Kimmel, calling everybody who was criticizing the fire response in California as basement-dwelling incels. Remember that? You said the firefighters in California are doing perfect. I think the firefighters are probably doing the best they could. Nobody was criticizing the firemen. Bill Burr knew that, But he knew that if he created this straw man, he could get a big applause from the crowd. Nobody was criticizing the firemen. They were criticizing Karen Bass, Gavin Newsom, and the other DEI hires that were in charge of, I don't know, keeping water in the reservoirs during that fire. I mean, have we completely forgotten what people were criticizing? No, Bill Burr knew what he was doing. He was just creating a straw man and saying, people are criticizing the firemen, please applause. But they weren't. He doesn't even know what that word means, according to Bill Burr saying about Ben Shapiro. His definition of woke is white liberals' definition of woke. And they didn't even know what that was. They just took the word from black people. Oh, that doesn't sound woke at all. That doesn't sound virtue signaling at all. Remember when your dumb wife had her big moment at the UFC and she flipped off Donald Trump bravely when he wasn't even looking? Remember how awesome and powerful that was? And again, totally fine to do, but cringe. Not only do we take from other cultures. Oh, so he's doing the whole white people have no culture thing. We don't even take the time to understand the definition. This is a guy who's espousing woke platitudes while getting mad that people are calling him woke. You can't make this up. That effing guy, Burr added later in the interview about Shapiro, he was trying to bring me into his fold. At one point, the guy liked me. And then all of a sudden, I'm an effing asshole. I'm supposed to look at that guy and like he's an adult. Well, I think most people out there feel the way Ben Shapiro communicated, at least on this, not on foreign policy, that you were one of the good guys. You said all those edgy things just to appeal to the right when you had movies coming out and it's not even the right, it's just normal everyday people. The second you got that Disney money, the second you wanted to do more movies, suddenly it was, yes, white people bad, white people have no culture, the white people have only stole things, all that kind of stuff, right? He also goes on with the cringe, racists, they're racists. They sent pictures of monkeys to me and my wife, the actress Nia Renee Hill. They're effing horrible people. Again, I don't condone that. Please tell me where they've sent these pictures to you. And they're cowards. They'll never say it to your face. Isn't he like 70? Are you worried that somebody's going to... I'll call Bill Burr woke to his face anytime, anywhere. Hey, Dana, I know you had some deal with Rumble. Put me at the next UFC event. And I'll call him woke to his stupid face. I'm not going to print out a picture of a monkey and give it to him. That's crazy. I disavow that. But I also think that that's probably not happening. Maybe there were a few Twitter responses or something like that he's, pearl clutching over. But I just read a report this morning that basically confirms that internet theory that over 50% of all internet traffic are bots. I'm going to cover that in another video probably this weekend because it's crazy. I know it's not like a normal type of video, but it would explain a lot of, the interactions you get on places like X and Facebook and Instagram. There's an ugliness out there right now where if you're a racist, then you're also an anti-Semite. If you're a psycho-nationalist and they want a softball interview, there's podcasts out there where you can get one. I assume that's referencing Joe Rogan. Burr continued. They'll laugh at your effing bad jokes and give you a pass. There's a really ugly thing going on out there. We've already seen what it does to a nation, and it's not the way to go. Do you mean the thing that your side started, kind of embraced and continued to push? That's your people, my dude. You're literally doing the thing. Everybody who disagrees with me is a racist. That's what he's saying. I trash them both because it's my job. Nah, you really don't. You trash them. You do the both sides thing in the same way that South Park does. Fox News bad. And then 20 episodes on Trump and 0 episodes on Joe Biden in 4 years. And 0 digs at Kamala Harris or any of the other corrupt Democrats. You don't really do both sides. What you do is 95-5. And you say, well, hey, I'm just Joe Everyman. I'm just a regular dude. I can't fix a political system, but when I do stand up, if I start trashing like Trump, I'd like to hear the left crowd go, yeah, 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 and be like, the F? You voted for a guy that's staring off into space. You literally should be your guy should literally be in a home. What are you patting yourself on the back for? Your party has not let you choose your candidate since Obama's second term. You're liberal? That's insane. I'm not flying either one of their flags. Yes, he is. It's the people who pay them. That's the problem. What Bill Burr is he's probably not your prototypical left or Democrat, but he is a far leftist. They too will tell you that they're not Democrats. They're always distracting us with stuff. CNN and Fox are a disease. Burr originally responded to Shapirio's woke criticism by calling the Daily Wire co-founder a jerk-off. Great insight there, Bill Burr. I don't think you'll be endearing yourself to any of the people that have made fun of you for going woke, because the facts are the facts, and you can go out there and talk about Fox News bad, and most people would agree with you. Only thing worth watching on the network is probably Gutfeld. But on top of that, you're just a run-of-the-mill, fake demi-socialist commie loser who's pretending to be both sides because it's good for your career. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. Make sure to get private internet access, and we'll talk to you again real soon.